Good morning, WorldLit students. This is a quick look at how you can start your screencast for your project that's due on Friday. You can log into Screencast-O-Matic through your Google account, and then once you're in, you would go up here and click Start Recorder. And the first time you click this, you'll have to download a recorder launcher program, which only takes a couple of minutes. And then once that's done, next time you push this, a little box will pop up that I can't show you right now because it's already running, but it will ask you if you want to do just the screen or just the webcam or both. And you can choose if you'd like to just have your screen in the background, that's fine, or if you'd like a picture of yourself talking, that's fine too. Once your recorder is ready to go, then you would go back to your presentation and click Present. And when your presentation is all loaded, on the record box, there's a button that is red that says record. You would click that and you'll see it count down at you. So it'll say 3, 2, 1, and then you can start talking. For your presentation, then you would start walking us through the research that you did and make sure that you're starting off by addressing our essential question. So remember that your research is intended to answer this question about how understanding an issue of social injustice can impact what we know and what we do about political and social injustices across the globe. So although you're focusing on the country for your exploratory project, also keep in mind that it's a world lit class, and so you're trying to find connections between your country and other things we're studying in other parts of the world as well. Your presentation should be about 4 to 6 minutes in length. You should contain visual elements as well as a component of organization. So that means, you might have pictures on your slides or charts or graphs or whatever applies to your topic, and they should follow some sort of organized format. And this is where your script will come in so that you're following your script as you're speaking. The introduction and the content of your presentation should be interesting. So you should open with something that's compelling, maybe with an anecdote or a case study from your country, and find a way to draw your reading audience in before you then start telling us about your social injustice. Be sure in your presentation that you address these 4 key questions. So first of all, what's your issue? Make sure you explain in depth what it is and explain why we should care about it. Even though it's in another country, how does that affect us as citizens of the world? Also give us an example of your social issue that the audience can connect to and relate with. This is where opening with a specific story or anecdote might be very powerful. Also, you need to do some research into how we could solve the social injustice. For some of your projects, there may already be groups who are working to solve it, but if not, look into some ideas about how we could address it, and as part of that, also do some research about how other countries, including the US, are involved. Are they involved? Should they be involved? If so, to what extent should they be involved? How is this injustice in your particular country being addressed by the global community? When you're turning in your project, when you're all done with your screencast, make sure to title it with Screencast in the title and then save it in your social justice folder. Then you'll change the sharing settings so that anyone with a link can view it. You'll copy and paste that link into a class document, basically just hyperlink your name and your roster, and then you'll submit your script and you're excited to turn it in. And everything is due at the beginning of class on November 10th. So you'll have time on Friday to turn stuff in the first 10 minutes of class, but you won't have time to finish anything up on your project. For the sharing settings, you'll go up here to the blue button and click Get Shareable Link. And the default is that anyone at lps.k12.co.us can view it, but that's not helpful because student and teacher emails are different. So instead, you'll go down to More, click anyone with the link, and then you will copy this link that you can then paste into our class roster. I will continue conferencing with those of you who I haven't met with last week, but again, if you're having questions, make sure that you come see me or shoot me an email, and I'll be around after school for a while this Wednesday if you have questions in particular. Thank you so much for your